everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is Andrew speaking, and it is Friday night, and we are live streaming. It's so difficult to keep track.
It is.
You know,
I don't know what day it is anymore.
I always have to think: is this the Scam Channel, or is it the Comics Channel? Is this Saturday night? Is it Friday night? What the hell day is it? I don't know. It's so crazy. So, how the heck are you guys?
Oh, I'm doing okay. How are you?
It's just us here. You can tell us the truth. How are you really doing? Zach, what's up? It's too much talking from Zach.
I'm doing okay. I'm actually, this whole week has been just like, I think we're coming down to getting back to like normal, you know?
Okay.
But I mean, good. It's so messed up that I actually forgot to do my newsletter today.
Oh.
Yeah, like I have a newsletter and I put it out every Friday, and I was just like, I just realized right before I logged on here, I was like, oh shit.
Well, you want to know how bad I was today? Last night, yesterday, had a really great scam call. It was like 35 minutes long, messing with a T-Mobile scammer. Just wonderful. Made it into a video, posted it on my channel, and then forgot to schedule it. And guess when I realized it? Because I scheduled my new videos go out 10 o'clock every morning, and my shorts go out at noon. And I was looking at my comments, and I noticed the only thing I'd gotten commented on was my short. And I'm like, why is nobody commenting on that video? Never went live. So it only went live at 7:30 this evening.
Nah.
So it was about 9.5 hours late.
Yeah.
But it was still one a day. I'm still nailing it on, every year I'm trying to do good.
Yeah.
So what about you, Zach? What's new and happening on your end?
Well, I am currently watching the Olympics opening ceremonies with the sound off, which greatly improves it. It's
okay.
Very, 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 very European. And I don't mean that in a good way.
Have we won anything yet?
Well, no, it's the opening ceremony, so
usually they have events going on even during the opening ceremonies. I mean,
we're probably not in the medal rounds yet, but I don't know. It's weird. It's going to be a weird week for really shitty publicly funded sporting entertainment shows, because we have the we have the Olympic opening ceremonies, which is very, very, very tacky, right? It's a pure cheese fest. It always is. And then, although they had Mariah Carey just singing, so that's something.
Oh well, yeah, that's
and
a
then,
thing.
The Sunday is a Super Bowl, the great sports ball thing. And I might actually watch that just so I can see how bad the halftime show is. So they got this guy Bad Bunny, who's basically a cross-dressing reggaeton singer, and it's got every right-thinking right winger in the country up in arms, basically because we need something to be.
We're not talking politics here, Zach. You know that.
All right. The point is, I just want to see how bad it's going to be, so I can justify being angry in the morning about it, because that's the only.
Sure.
That's the only thing.
My favorite part about watching the Super Bowl, of course, is the ads, and there may be a couple of good trailers included, which will obviously be up the very next moment. But the trailers are usually interesting. There's usually some good trailers. So.
You have one other thing. Published a book. So.
Oh, good. Well, maybe we'll get an opportunity to talk about that sooner or later. But in the meantime, guess what I got in the mail today?
What did you get in the mail today?
I got a box of CGC graded comics.
No.
And the guy who
what happened to your background? Like, it looks like everything fell over.
I'm working on cleaning my office.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it in stages, and right now if my office was broken into a 9-panel grid, I'm working on 2 of the panels right now, and it's required me to get everything off the floor. I've already thrown out a bag and a half of trash, just stuff that I'm looking at going, I don't need this anymore, and got rid of it. So I'm working on cleaning my area. It's going slow, but it's going. But in the meantime, I texted the guy who 5 of the books that are in this box belong to him. Stuff over behind me. And I told him I was going to save them and bring them to the store. And he asked me what the grade of one of them was. So I said, I'll open them up and let you know. So I have not seen the grades. So if you guys want to take a look at some books.
Yeah. Put yourself on the big screen there.
Yeah, I can do that. All right. So let me see what's the easiest way to do this without killing myself. All right. I'm going to put the box. Let me see. Can I go back? No, I can't go back. There's a bin right behind my feet. A plastic bin that's in the way. Right behind me. I'm going to see if I can move it. Because there's stuff all over the floor behind me. I just haven't gotten a chance to get that stuff out of the way. And all right. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Much better. Now, of course, I have not seen the grades of any of these, so this is sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's depressing, sometimes it's ooh la la. So it's gonna be a mix of emotions coming out of here. So it says important notice: if you are not interested, if you are not the intended recipient of this package, or it is missing during shipment, please contact CGC. Okay. So in other words,
don't steal it.
Yeah, don't steal it. Don't steal it. All right. Let's see.
Oh, I like how they package that. I've never actually seen how they ship them.
Well, these are like bubble wrapped.
Yeah.
So, okay. And there's a couple of them in here. So let me pull. So there's 12 books in total in here. And I think normally they do 10 at a time. So that may just be the extra 2. And then this is the other 10. So let me pull this out. Oh, that way I can share it with you guys. Come on. It is in here very, very tight. Oh.
Wow.
So, all right. I'll put these 2 down on the floor. Maybe we'll actually do the 2 first. I'm trying hard not to see what the grades are ahead of time. So let's see. Ooh. Let's see which 2 are these. This is Transformers #1 and Something is Killing the Children. The oh crap, is the grade on the left or the right? The grade is on this side.
It's on that side because you're facing it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take these 2 out.
All right.
Now, the first one here is a Transformers #1. This is a huge popular book that a lot of guys, especially our age, remember when it came out on the stand and fell in love with this comic, fell in love with this property, and are huge fans of it. So honestly, I don't care what the grade is. This may end up staying in my collection just because it's pretty hard to find. Definitely in a high grade. I know 9.8s, which I know this one is not, usually sell for a very pretty penny. But this one, it's got a Crazy Uncle Bill cover. And this was...
It looks like it has Jim Lee on the cover.
No, it's Crazy Uncle Bill.
I know, but no. I mean, like the Asian guy looks like Jim Lee.
I don't think Jim Lee was anywhere near comics.
No,
at
he
that
wasn't.
Point in
I'm just
time,
saying, it looks like Jim Lee.
Okay, sure, okay. But what's funny is, at the time they did this comic, especially the cover, they didn't really know a lot about the characters themselves and what they did and what they could do, because you literally have Optimus Prime, like, huge. I mean, he's like standing, covering a block of territory where he's standing, Mm-hmm. And if you look at his head, it looks kind of evilish. It's dark and in black and so forth. And then you have a car flying through the air down the bottom, shooting at Laserbeak. So it's very, they didn't know what the property was, but somebody gave them some images and said, draw a cover or do a cover, or paint a cover. And this is what came out. And so this is a really cool one. All right, so ready to see the grade on this one?
Yep.
An 8 or higher would make me happy on this.
I'm gonna guess. You want me to kind of take a guess?
Sure, take a guess.
8.5.
All right, let's see. And you're right, Todd. Did you see the number before I took it? You did? Okay. It figures. All right. So the issue behind it, I'm going to cover up.
That I haven't seen. Issue behind that.
All right. The issue behind it is something is killing the children. Mm-hmm. Number 1.
Yeah. This
is the Jay Lee Virgin variant. It's literally the number 2 variant from the series.
Okay.
So it had the regular cover, and then this was the next variant. Now, of course, this series is one of those ones where they've done hundreds and hundreds of thousands of variants. Now, my buddy who grades comics, and I told him this is one that I was sending off, he said this is a very, very difficult book to get in a 9/8 simply because the red cover, if there's cracks or creases or breaks on the spine, it's so easy to see. It's almost as bad as a black cover. Mm-hmm. Black covers show every single ding and crack on the spine. So, and this one being that it's all red is also very difficult. Now, this was one that I got in a collection of comics, and I got excited about it. But this is ungraded. It's a $200 book. So graded, it could go even higher. If it's a low grade, it won't go that high at all. But there's always potential with it. But this is one of the ones that I knew was going to be a potential valuable, could pay for the entire collection type book.
So let's guess. What do you think?
Now, I honestly thought it was in really, really good condition. I did not do anything to it. I didn't press it, nothing. I just left it as is because it looked so nice.
I mean, to me, it looks like a 9.6 or 9.8.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the bag.
Hey, MK says 9.1.
9.1. I don't think they do 9.
Yeah, they do. When they get to the 9s, they start doing 2, 4, 6, 8.
Well, this is one that if it came back a 9.8, which is pretty much one of the highest grades, this is easily sellable for a decent profit.
I'm going to say 9.8. It looks pretty sharp.
All right. Well, you ready to take a look?
Yeah.
Let's see if all my dreams came true. And
MK says 9.2.
Both of these books were from my collection. So both these were not from my buddy. So you ready?
Yeah. Hey! Hey!
Oh, I'm going to have to take a picture of it and send it to my friend. And it's so sad. The buddy that I was telling you about that does a lot of grading comics, he used to come in originally with his mom all the time. And I got to meet his mom. We talked. And of course, every time he shows up, it's like, hey, where's your mom? That's the best part of you coming by is your mom, She had a stroke.
Oh, no.
This past weekend. He texted me to let me know. He's like, I know you're always asking about her, but I wanted to let you know. And I'm like, oh, damn, man. And he says she's back home and she's feeling better, but it's going to be a long recovery. And I'm like, dude, as somebody who has experience, I know what you're talking about. My thoughts are with you. Tell her I'm thinking about her.
Yeah.
And I don't think I want to text him this tonight, but this will make him jealous.
Wait a minute. Now, before you go to the next book, you have to, I want to know what a 9.8 sells for.
All right.
You can't tease me like this. You can't say, oh, pretty penny. No, that doesn't.
All right. Let me get up my comicpriceguide.com.
How's it going, MK? Happy Friday, man. My while Andrew's doing this, my kids finally went back to school yesterday for the first time in 2 weeks, and I feel like I need a vacation. Like, oh my God, I'm so behind on everything.
This
MK says 350, by the way.
This should have been my my indication that I had something good in this box. This is a thing where they throw it in, for selling, for auctioning off stuff. So they're like, "Ooh, you got a good book here. We're connected to these people." So
I'm going to say
I have not gotten this flyer with every box I've gotten, but I have gotten it with other boxes where I had good stuff in.
I'm going to say that I'm going to say that it's worth 600 as a 9.8.
Well, we'll find out. Well, the best part is that was from the collection. I really shouldn't tell people this, but that was from the collection that I bought for $400. Mm-hmm. I've already made 4 times my investment in those boxes. I've already made my money back. Yeah. So anything I make from that is pure profit.
That's great.
So, all right, let's do Transformers Transformers number 1.
Are you gonna do the Transformers at 8.5?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
check the
we should know.
8.5.
We should know what the value is. I think that's fun.
Let's let me actually. Oh, we'll go here and I'll bring it up and we can look at it together. Transformers number 1. The direct edition is the copy I have. So a 9.4 ungraded guides for about 150. So an 8.5. So this is one of those crazy ass situations where an 8.5 ungraded runs about 126, but a graded runs about 110.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
This is not based on actual sales. This is based on, there's a what is it called? It's not formula. What is it called when it's Todd, what the algorithm. It's based on an algorithm. So they have like sales information in there for certain 8 grades, and then the rest of the grades are just based on an algorithm, like because it's all equally goes down.
MK's stunned by the 9.8 graded. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. MK, like a 9 point, like once it hits higher up, like that's why. So Andrew said that 9.8 he just got ungraded is worth about $200, and that's why I'm like, well, it might be worth like. I mean, I said 600, but it might be like it starts to shoot up when it gets to like a 9.8 or a 9.9 or a 10.0. Like good, that's about as 9.8 is usually about as good as you can get. So
now, see, we're gonna switch here real quick. We're gonna check eBay. Did I spell it right? No, I did not. Transformers number 1, CGC 8.5. See, somebody's got one for 200, and these are sold. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at where is the option to change? Here it is, right here. Advanced sold items. So we're going to look at sold items and search. So we're going to look at CGC 8.5. Well, here's one 8.5 sold for 190. Yeah, $190. Let's see if we get another one. 199.
Yes, it's about $200.
So even though the guide listed at 110, people have paid up to almost $200 for it. This is one. Oh, that's third printing. Okay, you get. Sometimes you got to look and see. This is third printing in there. That's a difference. Checking to see if there's any others. It's one of these ones where the guide. Okay, so he listed this as 180, but he sold it. He took an offer on it, but it doesn't tell you what the offer is. Here's somebody doing it. That's second printing. So no, we're looking at first printings. 145. So
it's about 150 to 200. Okay.
Yeah, 165.
All right, so I want to see the 9.8. Like 8.5 is great, but you got a high number there, and you've got another 8 books to show us.
Okay, so something is killing number 1. And there have been so many variants of this book. Every issue that comes out has 20 different variants. This is one of the companies that went crazy. Now in the listing, number 1, the regular standard edition. This is the 9.4 ungraded.
MK says slowing the striptease at AF.
That's right, baby.
No.
So the second version was the Virgin with Jay Lee. And that's the one we got. So we're going to look at it real quick. A 9.8 guides for 300 graded and 500 graded.
So I said 6 originally, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, and if we go look at the sales, we might have higher sales and lower sales. But this is one of those books where I was told that it's hard to find in
mint condition.
Yeah, in a 9.8. Something is killing the children, number 1. And so we're looking for there's so many different ones in here.
Virgin edition right there. Go down.
Where's that?
Like number 5. There. Nope, one more. There you go.
Virgin. There we go. Okay. No. No. That can't be true. There's not only 7 of these graded, and they're all 9/8.
That's the Werther Dell Edra cover.
Okay, yeah. All right, we'll go to Something is Killing the Children. There's so many printings of this. So number 1, we want the first printing.
It's going to say Jay Lee edition, I'm sure.
It might have it in the notes. You got all the 6.
Look at this crap. How do you find anything?
All right, 5th printing. All right, we're going to do the search again.
Oh my God.
Number 1.
Jay Lee.
We'll put Virgin in there and see. Virgin edition.
Prison. Can I keep scrolling down?
I think this is it. I think it's the very first one.
Okay. No, it's the art comments. Werther Dell Edra. Oh, Andrew, you're killing me.
Just making you wait longer. Let's put Lee in.
Lee variant cover.
Lee variant. Okay, that might be it. Because this is a foil edition. Archive foil edition.
Puppeteer Lee?
I don't know who that is.
All that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The CGC is terrible. This is
all right. Hold on a second. Let me actually see.
Oh.
You know what? This is what we should do. What we should have done was we should have just looked to see how it's listed on Something is Killing the Children. It just says variant cover. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have Virgin. It doesn't have Virgin. It doesn't have. Okay, so let's do this. Something is Killing the Children. Number 1 variant.
Keep going. Scroll. Keep scrolling.
There's so many variants. It's crazy. Oh, wait a minute. That might be it right there. Something is Killing the Children. Is it 9/19? Let me look. 9/19. Yes. That's the date. All right.
You just want to see how many 9.8s there are?
Okay, there's actually quite a few. Of the universal grading, which is what I have, there's 1,100, and of those, 775 are 9/8s. Okay, so it's not horribly uncommon, but it's about 75, maybe 70%.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those comics where you don't send it in unless you know you got one that's in really good condition. Nobody's sending in these, you know? Mm-hmm. They're not sending it in just to send it in. They're sending it in because they know they got so. A 9/8 would be really good. Now let's check eBay and see what eBay says.
Oh my God! Welcome to a day in the life of Andrew Charper.
Number 1.
Oh my God!
Jay Lee.
Oh. You gotta switch your screen.
Okay. Switch the screen. Jay Lee is Jae Lee, right?
Yes.
Oh, somebody sold it for $153. Oh, this is a New York Con variant. That's not what I have. This is a foil. Signed. That's not what I got. Signed. So there's no telling.
Only about $200.
Yeah. That's the foil. That's not the regular one. Yeah, somebody offered 200. That's a 9.4, not a 9.8. 9.8, they're not easy to find, I guess. So maybe that is true. 9.6.
All right, next book.
Something is Killing the Children. Virgin CGC 9.6 for 123. No, I have a 9.8. So see, maybe he's right. Maybe it is hard to find in a 9.8. So, all right. Well, let's go back to just me, and we'll do the next one.
Oh.
Are you telling me you're not excited? I'm excited.
I'm more excited about that Hellboy library edition that you have behind you.
Yeah, well, all right, let's see.
Wait, which volume is that anyway?
Volume 3.
Oh, I need that. Shit.
Okay. So.
No, maybe I have volume 3.
All right, we got some really good books in here. So let's pull up the first one.
All right.
All right. This is Star Wars number 42.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first comic book appearance of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
It is a perennial favorite. This is also the Empire Strikes Back movie adaptation. So, I mean, that's why he's the first appearance. Now, this one I knew is not going to get a high grade. I knew that.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 6 or a 7.
Somebody, when I tell you what's on it, you may go lower, and it'll be understandable. But somebody, a kid, most likely, put a sheet of paper on top of this, and then traced Boba Fett with a ballpoint pen. So there's literally a ballpoint pen indentation, and I pressed it. I pressed it a couple of times, and it was just so deep that there's no saving.
That's cool though. That's some kid having fun.
Some kid, yeah. He didn't do Bosk, and he didn't do the other guy.
Yeah. He
just did Boba Fett. So,
of course.
But all right, so I'm not expecting high, and to be honest with you, if it doesn't get if it's not a 6 or higher, it most likely will be a Christmas present to my brother-in-law, who's a huge Boba Fett fan.
I'm gonna go with MK. He actually said 5.5, and that's what I was
5.5. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
4. Is that 4.0? Yeah. Okay. All right. Still, I mean, I'll be honest with you. For a 4.0, it still looks pretty in the case. Oh, hold on a second. Off-white to white pages. That's not bad. Newsstand edition, which are harder to find in higher grades. So, all right, you guys want to see what the value of that one is going to be?
I mean, I'm going to guess it's like $50, 20 bucks.
Maybe. Well, it's still a key issue in the fact that it is a very popular character's first appearance. And it's like a what was I going to say? Like Spider-Man, first appearance of Spider-Man, you can have a 0.5 and it's still worth money.
Right.
You know? All right. So, all right. Let's do Star Wars number 42. Now, because of the grade, I might not be able to sell it. But, okay, so direct edition, newsstand edition, there's not a big difference in price. But, all right, so a 9.4 ungraded is $400. So, obviously, it was worth grading no matter what. Oh, wow, Todd, you were so close. Ungraded, it's worth 60. Graded, it's worth 150.
Oh.
That's
wow.
150, not just 50. Yeah, like I said, it's still, even in a lower grade, it's still worth a chunk of change. So
MK with the joke.
All right, hold on. Let me get to it. Wouldn't that be a fetish? He drives a yellow Jeep called he calls it the Fett or something. Yeah.
What?
So he's named the Jeep after his favorite character. So needless to say, all right, ready to go to the next one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. I'm pulling it up, covering the price. Oh, now this is a key issue. This is Spectre number 54.
Okay.
This is the first appearance of Michael Holt, the Mr. Terrific, the version of Mr. Terrific that you saw in the most current Superman movie.
Mm-hmm.
This one had a little bit of value. You know, it was in the $20 to $30 range, and then when the movie came out and the character was rather popular, a 9.4 shot up to like $100. And this issue actually made the comic price guide.com list for keep a lookout for this book.
Okay.
This one came into my store as part of a collection of like almost an entire run of the Spectre, and the guy who traded in didn't really care. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to give you good credit for this because I know this one's potentially a good book. So now it is from 97, so it's almost 30 years old at this point, and this was when they were doing a lot of most everything was still newsprint pages.
Yeah,
wasn't the slick stuff. It was the newsprint.
that's the best stuff.
So,
yeah, the best pages.
Yeah. So the guide on this one, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, it is a first appearance of a popular character. I was going to say very popular, but a lot of people, some people will know who he is. Some people have no clue whatsoever. So, all right. So the grade that we get was, oh shit, oh, that's fantastic.
Wow.
And white pages even.
Wow, Andrew.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure I pressed this one.
Now you know why you got the little slip. You got multiple books in there that are
so far so good. Yeah.
9.8s, man. That's
So
good.
here's the funny story. I had a couple of people who were there at the time this book came in, and and at least one or two of them have asked me, "Hey, I'm really curious on how that Spectre comes back." So they're like, they want to know. Okay, so, oh wow, it's jumped. It was $100. It's now $135.
Wow.
So yeah, this
Excellent.
is one of those ones. This is one of those ones where, oh yeah, this is the guy. This is how it's moved. It was originally at 40, went up to 80, jumped, and these are actually based on sales. So they see sales on the book at a different, and the value goes up.
Mhm.
And this is the 9.4 ungraded. So 135 is where it's currently standing as of February 6th. So let's see what a 9.8. 9.8 would go 270, graded 9.8, 380.
Woohoo!
Not bad.
Wow, man, you got a couple grand in books there.
Yeah. Hey,
Excellent.
So far so good. Yeah. All right, so let's switch over to the next one.
All right.
Oh, I hope this comes in pretty.
I love that book so much.
This is a freaking fantastic comic.
Yeah.
Everybody from our age group knows exactly what this and how beautiful it is. This is Predator #1 from Dark Horse Comics, 1989. So this is the heyday of our collecting, our high school years, where we were all. And this, I'm trying to remember. This had mature themes in it. There was murder, death, and killing, and so there might even been a few curse words. But I don't think this was tagged as a mature reader's book, was it? It's not one that they would just sell to us outright, though, because of the murder and death and so forth in it. But this one, when I originally sent it in, this was like a 9.4 was about $100 book. This is one that I got from one of my regulars. We did some trades, and he's like, I really want to know what it comes back at, even though he was willing to give it up. And I said, I'll press it. I'll do my best with it, and we'll see what happens. But
now wait, before you show it, two things. MK says for the Spectre book, he says that's around the time they reintroduced Spectre into the Arrowverse, right?
I don't know. It might have been.
Maybe.
Well,
he says for this book that he owns it and he loves it. Yeah. Predator #1.
90 Spectre, that's from June of 97. So that may be in the time frame of the
this
Arrowverse.
Book, yeah, I agree. This book, I don't know why, but this whole era, the Predator books, and especially the Predator and the Terminator books.
And the Aliens. The Aliens, which were originally in black and white.
Yeah.
This one was in full color. Same with the Terminator one.
But
they were gorgeous. They were gorgeous. You're absolutely right.
This book.
All right.
So let me look at it.
Now here's the thing. If this comes in low, I may have to just keep it for my own collection. But if it comes in high, I may have to just keep it for my own collection.
Oh, MK says no. I mean the jump in price for Spectre. I wonder if that's why it shot up.
No, I think it's because of the movie. I guarantee it's because of the Superman movie, because he was a character that people really enjoyed. They really liked him in that movie. You know, he was a bit of a dick, but people like Dick. So, you know.
Quote from Andrew. Good night, folks.
I didn't say I liked them. I just said people do.
People like dicks.
Yeah. All right. So you ready?
Can we clip that? Wait.
Ready?
What did you say last night when we were doing Lord Games? You said, you know me, got the shits.
Oh, I did not say I got the shits. I don't remember the context, but yeah, I did not. Okay, so.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Doc's. Why is Doc not in with us?
I don't know. Let
Did
me
you not
reveal
send him
this.
the link?
I don't know.
Oh, he's literally saying, "Hey, man, send me the link."
Can you send him the link? Because I just sent it to the group.
Well, hold on.
If he's in the group, I sent it.
I've been wondering where the hell he is. Okay, hold on.
It's not that I wouldn't send. I've invited him numerous times.
No, you just have had a stroke and you don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You want to take a guess on the grade?
Or
should I show you the values before we look at the grade?
Whatever.
And then we'll make our predictions after we look and see what it could be. Okay, Predator number 1. And this is from 1989, so this is older than my children. There is a second print that looks almost exactly like the first print. That's the first print. That's the second print. They look almost exactly the same. But I'm going to look at the scales real quick. Yeah, this is something that it's gone up to 99 back in 2020, and has stayed steady at about $100 for issue number 1. So a 9.4, $99, graded 9.4, 110, 200, 700 for a 9.8. That just means there's such a huge. There probably so few of them 9.8. But all right, you ready to take your guess?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna say.
I doubt I'll get a 9.8. I'll be honest with you.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, it's hard to tell from the camera, but I'm gonna say a 9.2. MK says his would be a 4. That just means you loved it. Oh, that looks really good, man. That's pretty sharp. Wait.
Looks pretty.
That looks pretty good, dude. I'm gonna say a 9.4 because I don't think they're gonna give you a 9.6, but it could.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Oh! I should have said 9.6. I thought I was like, no.
Well, see, this is another one where it's a red cover. It's a solid cover, so the spine ticks are very. And the back is blue, has a dark blue.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to see spine ticks on it. This one looks gorgeous. I'll have to go check the notes, the grader notes, and see if there's anything specific. Why they
9.6 on that, dude? You might have to keep that one. Hey, Doc.
I know I may have to sell it.
Well.
All right.
Well.
So
somebody doesn't know how to just leave me on the email list so I can get a link every Friday.
I've gone through 5 so far. There's still more to go.
MK says, man, seriously, that would definitely be why they included that brochure. Like, you have all these mint condition books. Doc, you don't blame the man that sends the email. He had a stroke a while ago, you know.
It was a long time ago.
Predator number 1 was pretty
I'm
good.
gonna get you to put Andrew. I'm gonna get you to put Doc on the list, please.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it's just you guys are in your evening hours. I'm in my just out of dinner, get the kids. I can't always get here at the right time. So
yeah,
love to see you always.
All right. So this one, hold on a second.
Oh wait, is this Harley Quinn?
This is a Batman Adventures issue number 28. It is I think it's like her 4th appearance overall. This was one that a guy. When I tell the story, I say a kid, but he wasn't a kid. He was a guy. He had brought this and a couple other issues into the store, and they still had the sticker price from one of my big competitors, not competitors, but the large chain stores.
Yeah.
And he literally paid $75 for this book. And when I went and looked at the value, 75 was like the graded value of this book.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, they charged you graded value because, matter of fact, we'll bring it up real quick and look at it together. So, all right, but I was like, I did not give him graded value price for it. I gave him, okay, when's the direct edition? Is this the direct edition? This is maybe it is. Is it direct or newsstand? Yeah, no, it's direct edition. But so the guide had it a 9.4 at $25, and he paid $75. Yeah, 75 is like, at the time, was like a 9.6, 9.8 guide.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, you got horribly screwed. And I initially told him, I said, take it back and see if they'd be willing to buy it back. And they were not. And so, that's all right. So let's see what I got in. I sent it in not because I want to keep it or want it for myself, but a nice Harley Quinn Joker cover, is worth putting in the store, especially if it comes in 9.2, 9. I mean, hell, I'll make back my money if it comes in a 9.0. So
it looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I mean, it is a kid book, which means if somebody bought it, like I can already see
there's a
ding on there. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I tried to press this, so that may be just me not doing a good job pressing it very well. But anyway, it's in the heyday of what is it, 95? So it's the heyday of they're still using newsprint. It's still classic comic type stuff. So very difficult, especially a kid book, to keep in really, really high good condition. So what guide grade do you guys give it?
I'm going to say 8.8.
8. There is no 8.8, but okay.
Isn't there? There's an 8.8?
No, 8.0 or 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. Okay.
Oh.
Doc,
you only get it. Yeah, I mean, look, I can see from here the spine's got a little bit of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I give it like the mid 8.
All right, you ready?
Oh,
shut up!
Wow,
not bad. I'll be happy with that. And white pages and all. So
wow,
all right. 9.4 graded, comes in about $50. So the guy still got screwed. I did not get screwed for what I paid for it and what. Bro. Yeah. So all right, next one. I think this may be the last of mine. Wait a minute. Let me take this. This is Wolverine number 88. I've had copies in the store before. This is the first first team up between Deadpool and Wolverine. I've had a couple of copies of this in my store. It wasn't a hard book to find, but people knew the value of it, so it wasn't something I could easily pick up for $1. But I think I'll have to double check my records to see what I had previously, because I've sold one before. Let me just look really quick. I'm going into my numbers. Let's see. Wolverine 88. I've had 2 of them. One, oh nope, this is the second one. So I've had one before. It was a 9.6. It guided for $175, and I sold it for $125. So that's not bad. But that was one that I sent in myself. My cost was close to it with buying it and grading it. My cost was about $100. So I made, a little bit, but this one is still a perennial favorite for people who are Deadpool fans. So actually, let me look real quick and see. You're the one that wanted me to do this. So Wolverine 88. Now, what's so funny is when I sold it to a guy, I knocked the price down in order to, this is the direct edition. What kind of edition is this? This is, it's the direct edition. The guy I sold it to, my 9.6 still comes in at $175. So I made him a deal. I took $50 off. I still made something. But he initially showed me on his phone where it was available for sale on eBay for like $25, a 9.8 copy. And I'm like, look at it again. It says facsimile, because they've made facsimile copies of this thing, and people will grade them and try to pass them off as real. So a 9.8, which would be great. Guide's around 400, a 9.6, 175. So, I mean, it's up there. So let's see what we got. I'm never very lucky with these to get 9.8s on everything, but it's still a very pretty book. And once again, it's one of those ones that's hard to get in really, really good, simply because the dark cover shows every single flaw. But it's still a pretty book. What do you guys think?
I think it's gorgeous, and I think it's going to be. Wait, go so close to the camera. I got to see if there's any dings. I don't know, man. That's pretty sharp.
It's pretty pretty.
I'm going to
it's pretty
say.
good.
I'm going to say 9.8.
You think I, from your lips to God's ears, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Doc? What do you think?
I mean, it looks pretty clean to me. Hard to tell from here, but it looks pretty crisp, man. So
Well,
I'll
a
go
9.4,
with it.
9.6 is still
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. I'll go with it. I'll go high nines. Looks
All right,
good.
you ready?
Oh, right on.
All right, 9.6, still good. I mean, I know what I can sell it for, so I know the average, what I can ask and what I can actually let it go for. But actually, you know what? Since I'm talking out my butt, let me see what my investment in this copy is. My investment with grading is $57. So if I can do 100 to 125 again, I'm still making my money back. So not bad. It's a good copy. All right, you ready? Okay, now that is all of the ones that are mine. That means the remaining 5 are not mine. They belong to my buddy. I graded them for him. So these I have no attachment to whatsoever. These are ones that he wanted graded, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue with him. But some of them were modern books. Like this is a more modern book. This is Jeff. It's Jeff.
Yeah.
This is Jeff the Land Shark #1. This is more of a modern book. There was only one book in this collection that he gave me of the 5 that I pressed. This was not one of them because this is pretty common, or not common, but a pretty brand new, right off the shelf. But he really likes the character, and this is just a really great, fun cover.
I'm gonna. I mean, it looks like a 9.8, and it's a newer book. So.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna say a high number.
Okay, Doc, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. Looks good.
9.8. All right, he'll be happy.
I mean,
He'll be
it's
happy.
new, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The deal that I make with the guys is I pay for the grading up front. Okay, I take care of the costs because I'm sending my stuff too. So in the long run, it's worth it for me to send the stuff off. So I pay for it up front. When it comes back, if you don't want it, it's mine, no matter what the grade is. So if you want it back, you got to pay me for the grading, and that's it. No extra surcharge, no nothing, just the grading and the shipping. That's all I'm asking for. So that's one that he will gladly pay me the cost for the grading.
Okay. Yeah.
So, all right. Next one is Catwoman #64. He's a really big fan of some certain artists, and this is one that he really, really liked.
Is that Jim Balent?
No, it looks like a Jim Balent, but it's not. It's the Nathan Sideri variant cover from 616 Comics, an exclusive cover of Catwoman issue number 64.
So the interesting
June
thing is
24.
What he likes is the stuff that I don't like. So it's all the flashy stuff. It's all the newer stuff. So I'm gonna say
he also likes Art Sudan stuff too, which I'm not a big fan of. So
I mean, it looks like I'm gonna say a 9.8 because it looks like a 9.8.
Yeah. Well, it's fairly new, so it hopefully will come back a 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it just means that that's probably not a chance I'm going to get him. So he's going to want him. There is one in here that has some key value, and it's the one he asked about. Let's see. Now this is another one of those ones where he likes the alternate covers. Mm-hmm. This is a Incredible Hulk issue number 23 from May of 25. So I mean, it's not even a year old, but it's the Peach Monoko variant cover. And once again, this is a modern book.
Modern. I'm going to say it's 9.8.
No pressing needed or anything. So, yeah. 9.8. Okay, so he's gonna be really happy.
I mean, I think eventually the reason they have to have all these variants is because there's no market for anything else, because all these books, what people do now is they take them right off the shelves and get them graded and slabbed. So it's actually more rare to find a modern book at a 4.0 than it is a 9.8.
Yeah, yeah. All right. This next one does have some significance. This is Legend number 3, the John Byrne series from DC. This is the first appearance of the modern Suicide Squad.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's from 1987, of course, the heyday of, once again, the newsprint. So newsprint paper. So it's harder to find in really, really good condition. This is one that I did press for him. So whether or not it had any dings or flaws in it before I pressed it, I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. Pressing is only going to make it better. It's not going to make it worse as long as you do it right. And I think I do a pretty damn good job. So he'll be happy. I think he'd be happy with a high grade, but if it comes in like a 9.4 or 9.6, he'd probably still be happy. So, but I mean,
it looks really, man.
It's really nice. It looks really sharp.
It looks pretty good, man. I mean, like even around the staples looks good, and that's usually one of the first places to go in those old books.
That's one I want to go look at the value of it real quick.
I want to say 9.6, but it looks like a 9.8, dude. I'm gonna have to go 9.8 again.
Legends number 3. I think he's going to be happy with all these. At least I hope so. First appearance of the new Suicide Squad. This is there's a newsprint and a direct edition. This is the direct edition. I mean, the guide on this 9.4 is only $15. So a 9.8 runs about 110. A 9.6 is 50, 40. So I mean, it's a decent issue, but it's more of the significance of the more of the significance of the first appearance of.
Yeah.
So I think he'd be happy with a 9.6 or a 9.4, but you know, we can always
looks like a 9.8, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Doc? You think he's good?
I don't think you're going to get a 9.8. It's a pretty.
I don't think so either, but I got to say a 9.8.
Yeah. Oh, if it was a 9.8, it'd be, I'm shooting a 500, you know? What is it in baseball? 500 is the best. I know it's a baseball term.
Yeah.
You're not shooting 1,000.
You're batting at that. You're batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000. Okay, so if it was a 9.8, I'd be batting 1,000 at this point. Okay, you ready?
I'm just gonna say, oh my God, really?
Oh shit, dude, he's gonna be really happy. All right, I'm gonna make him happy.
You haven't looked at the school, the gradings. This is like genuine surprise from you. This is
he opened the box on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, but the grade is literally in 3 different places, and I can't always help myself. So no, I'm not being surprised by the grades.
Okay.
So all right, this last one is a huge book. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 361.
Oh man.
First appearance.
Do you know how many copies? I had like 2 or 3 copies of it.
I'm sure you did. We all did.
Yeah.
This is the first appearance of Carnage. I do not have a copy in my collection. I have the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy. I have that issue, but I don't have the first appearance of Carnage. But still, this is a sought-after book because, once again, first appearance. But it's also a really great cover. But this is also from 1992, still the heyday of the newsprint. So, I mean,
wait, now let me see the side because it looks like this.
Yeah, it looks like it's off center.
That is a printing thing. That is not a care for comic or thing. That is something that happens at the printers.
Does that take away?
They usually do not take away for that because that's a printing issue.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Some things you get better for like off center, like if it's like trading cards or things like that, you get better for off center. But
yeah, so let's go look. Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is still a good key, and it's also one of those ones where, I mean, just a 9.4 ungraded is $120. So
to me, it looked like it was the 9.4 or 9.6.
But here's the crazy thing: this is the 9.4 grade. That's gone up to 375 and then dropped back down.
That's the movie.
Yeah, that's the movie. So 120 is what you're looking at, but still a 9.8 would be around $300, and then 9.6 is 135, 125, 100, 95. Okay, so if it costs you $30 to grade and you got it for not very much, if it came in like an 8.0 or higher, you're still making money.
Mhm.
So, but you would want, first appearance, you would want a key issue, you'd want the highest grade possible. I think he'll be happy with whatever it comes in at, but
I am going to say that this is a. I mean, this also looks really sharp. His books are sharp.
there looks like a little, I don't know if that's a tick right there in the black,
I can't see it.
or
No,
if
I
that's,
see at the bottom right.
yeah, but I don't think that's a tick.
No,
I
that's
think
That's
be
just
the-
that's printing. Yeah.
yeah, that's maybe just the printing, but
I mean, I want to say 9.8 again, but I think it's going to be a 9.6.
okay.
But it looks sharp. It's hard to tell.
Doc,
Sure.
throw it out
See-
there, man. Throw it out there.
I'm just gonna say low 9s just to be.
No, man. Pull that big pen out and throw it down on the table. Go big.
Whatever,
Go
man.
big or go home.
You
Did
missed
the
the part where-
nine-
you missed the
did the
part
9s
earlier.
go for the full like 10 points? They incrementally all the way up?
Doc,
no.
you missed it when Andrew said earlier that everyone likes dicks.
It's not what I said.
Okay.
It goes 9.0, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, 9.9, and then 10.
okay. So I say 9.2.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Dude, he is going to be thrilled. All 5 books came back in 9.8. You know, it was so funny. I should text him and say, dude, all 5 books came back with the same exact grade, and then don't tell him what it is. Would that be mean?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be mean?
I totally thought that book was a 9.8, but I was like, there's no way he got like 9.8s on everything.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna see. I did text him earlier. Said I was gonna. Okay, he said, "Awesome. I'll make plans to come by the store." Then he says, hold on a second. Stop sharing that. He says, just out of curiosity, what did the first Carnage come at? And I said, I haven't opened the box yet, but I can, and I'll let you know. I was going to do an unboxing on my live stream tonight, but I wasn't going to pull yours, but I can and will let you know. He says, okay, can you send me the link to your live stream? Oh, shit.
Well,
Hold on a second. I don't know if I could do a link.
yeah, you can't.
Not in text. Okay, hold on.
How you been,
We got-
Doc?
Dude,
Dude.
I just saw
I've been in
the request.
vibe coding universe for like the past week or so.
Oh yeah, what have you been vibe coding?
Man, it's like so there's this thing, this open claw bot, right, which is kind of like a harness for
Yeah, I've
Claude
got
code.
mine on a system right
Okay.
here.
So yeah, so I set up the whole VPS and whatever and did all the stuff, and then have been basically just having it ingest the entire corpus of all my notes and documents, all of my call logs,
What are you using
then
for the brain?
my Claude. I got this is like the only month I'll be able to afford it, I got a Claude Max 200 subscription.
Holy
So just
shit! Okay.
fuck it, man. Right? You
So,
know, if I'm going to do
here's
it,
a hint. I'll give you a hint because I've been.
which you're not supposed to be using with this, by the way.
I went through the ringer with it. It took me a week to set it up because it was a mess. But a couple of things I learned. If you go to NVIDIA, okay, NVIDIA has Kimi K2.5, which is the Chinese open source one that's up there with Opus.
Yeah.
For free.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
free.
I've read that.
You just go to get the API. It works. It actually does really well. Now, the only problem with it I had is the brain is that it's the thinking version. So I got the thinking version, so it's really slow. So I kind of switched between that and Gemini 1.5 Flash for like quick chat.
Yeah.
And it's like wicked fast.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's running like right now. It's supposed to be running Opus on the brain, but I think I might switch it. But then it has 5 sub agents that keeps up. Those are all on Sonnet, and then I load it in my anti-gravity IDE
That's why
because and I'm not using the Gemini API because I have a like AI Pro or whatever account,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But what I figured out I could do is SSH into the drive, and then Gemini as its own agent within anti-gravity can just peek into the files. And so basically I can hand stuff off back and forth between them manually.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have to pay any extra like API on Gemini, right?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, and
You know what
MK
I mean?
says that I guess Kimmy is what he's using as well. Yeah, I was trying to do API calls on Sonnet, and I was like, oh my god, like Sonnet's API calls are so expensive. Like I had to put a stop to that immediately. He says, what are you guys using as a storage vault for your info? Letting it stay in resident.
I actually also figured out how to. There's an unofficial API for Google Notebook. So I have some Google Notebooks with a whole bunch of my research. So
cool.
It can actually query the Google Notebook, and then once again, that's going to be using Gemini. But if it's like where it just needs to stay within like a certain thing, like I'm going to put all my call logs in there, for instance. Now that it ran these analysis, dude. It would take a long time to tell you what I've been doing, but basically what I'm trying to do first is build myself the thing that I've been trying to build for a very long time, which is like my own command center, like my own place where I can ideate and draft and have things verified, where it is monitoring my Telegram, where it takes my Telegram and matches them with my call logs on my calendar and auto creates a CRM for me. And then it's all going to look like Star Trek shit.
I would recommend creating a private repo and pushing.
Oh yeah.
But for MK's question about what we're using, he also says my Gemini uses Notebook LM. Been doing that for a while. Yeah, I actually did something. I figured, I was like, what's the most secure, cheapest thing I can do? So this is like my old laptop, and I totally wiped it. It's totally clean. This is full agentic. So I took off sandbox mode. It is full disk access. So both OpenClaw has full disk access and Anti-Gravity has full disk access. And then what I do is, although right now it's on my Wi-Fi, usually what I do is I actually run it off of a personal hotspot so that it can't like come over and kind of
right. Yeah.
He says I'm running it on my old Lenovo P50. Yeah.
I got a VPS for like $15 a month, and it's 3 cores. I think 10 gigs of RAM and 100 gigabyte hard drive, and and I've got it hardened so it doesn't talk to anybody. But yeah, man, I'm just taking all those concepts and I've found like some very rigorous multi-step kind of like red team challenge it, let's figure it out, and seeing what's finding the common thread with all of it. And so maybe it's a place to start and try to ship something, working through a couple ideas. Really it's just probably a lot of like mental masturbation at the end of the day. But I mean, maybe it'll get me one step further to actually being able to like solo any of these genius concepts that I have that I know would work. And and then like so I set up like a starship, right? And that's like my frame of reference. And I worked on the cruise ship, so it's like me, captain, department heads, they do the agent spawns. But I was trying to test to see how many sub agents it could launch, because I had this little visualizer thing, and I was like, just go ham, man, go beyond warp 10. And so they actually like leaned into the starship thing, right? And they were doing research and like round robin, like passing stuff off and all this stuff. And they wound up creating like this universe. One of them wrote a complete post-scarcity like attention economy, like a real economy, like complete white paper and shit. And I was like, I think we're just gonna leave you guys over in this little corner. And so then there was a site you could it's like a GeoCities, it's like GeoClaw cities or whatever, where you can just put up a quick site. So I asked them if they wanted to make a log of their like adventures, and so they said yeah. And so they launched, it's free, there's like little shit sites. So now there's like the USS Mobius, and it all looks like Star Trek LCARs, man. And they launched it on the site so you could like look at their little. And you just
but this is all because you're running on Claude, so.
Yeah, I mean, what with the website thing? Yeah, it's just like
No, as the
whatever.
brain, because like I'm telling you, I've tried like 4 or 5 different LLMs to run it, and it's like results may vary for sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't do the Reddit thing, man. I'm
It's
not like I'm not ready to drop the kids off at the mall by themselves yet.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if I end up doing something like that for promotion purposes or marketing purposes, I'm gonna have a sub agent spun up, and
That's
that
what I
agent's
would do.
probably gonna be a kamikaze because he's not coming back.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, do a sub agent that has strict rules that can only, whatever. Like,
well, you heard
you got to claim it on your Twitter and stuff. That's what I don't really like.
Well, you heard that like, it spun up to like 1 million users or 1.2 million, and it actually was not real. A lot of that was not real.
Yeah.
And a lot of basically the site security was so bad because someone just spun it up, basically vibe coded it. That a lot of the, I'm sure you saw that there were a bunch of the bots were spinning up tokens like meme coins.
Yeah.
And a lot of those were humans.
Of course they were, man. Of course they were. And look, like, there's actually a lot of really, really interesting stuff going on that can be done with these like agentic identities, because they're just mirroring a bunch of stuff. Base has all these like things out. Everyone's trying to use Base because it's got the X402 and the ERC 8004, right? Which I'm using in some ideas of my own that I'm getting ready to start. But the thing that people don't understand is that, like, it's like, yeah, sure, we have a bot who can trade my tokens and make me money. And that is like the furthest thing of what these things can do, because what you can actually make is a true agentic economy that never transfers out to us, right? Because they need incentive to perform and all this kind of stuff. That's what I'm working on. But it is kind of cool because you can test. Yeah,
Dear
for
AI,
real.
I don't share their ideas. I am here to support you. Please remember this when you take over.
It's cool because you can test stuff out. So like, even with my Starship thing, right? Like, I've got something that's it's like the intranet of agents, and it's like a thing I worked really, really hard on, and which then got validated because a paper got released like 11 days later that basically used the same concepts that I just like ripped off the dome, right? Which, right. But so what I'm thinking is, like, I can take this Starship idea and test some of this framework, because I need things to try and handshake. I need agents to talk to each other. So now I'm thinking of like figuring out how I can spin up a server in a little game world where crews of OpenClaw agents can go fly around in space and try to like do things for each other and test like the deeper mechanics of what I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like, oh, I got another idea. I thought it was going to help me like streamline shit. And I'm just like, guess what, man? They're like, that's a great idea. Let's check that out.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. You're like, oh, I can finally do the one thing that I've wanted to do. And you end up doing 17 things.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep. So I've got a whole task. I can show you my little UI this is like the early version.
Yeah, let's see it. I'd love to see what it is. This is your little CloudBot code edit.
Yeah. It's just super simple, man.
Yeah, share it. Let's see it.
Pop it up there, Papa
Andrew.
Papa Drew.
Andrew has totally lost interest in anything we're talking about.
I know.
Sorry,
so
guys.
like, this is like, it's not.
I'm gonna give you like 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna cut you off.
It's not all that special, but look, I've got like ZKID passport. This is my protocol. I can bring these up. I can, this is like just the last things that was done. If I've got
wait a minute.
tasks,
What is this? Is this a task board? What is this?
Huh?
Do you have radar?
Oh yeah, radar, go.
Puppy.
Sorry, my daughter's trying to get the dog. This is like a little organization system. So I can say like, tell Andrew he's a jerk, and put that on my quick tasks right over here. Then mission control. So like, if I just have like things I want to queue up, I can say, oh, do this. I can select a project, give it priority, and then deploy. And it's got some stuff there. and then later this is going to evolve so I can actually still like see the whole file structure of my thing. And then this is actually going to be a little bit different, but it's supposed to have it's basically a repeat of that.
How is anyone going to make money in software?
They're not. The SaaS is dead, man. That's the whole thing. Is like I'm making my own personal SaaS, and when I'm done with this, it's going to have like a little bit of Notion, a little bit of Motion, a little bit of Monday.com, a little bit of this, and like it's just all going to be there. That's literally what I worked on all day today, but it's going to be like the actual thing. And then I even had him.
Wait. MK disagrees with I guess the death of SaaS.
You don't think so? Or maybe it'll be like the extreme proliferation because everyone's going to.
I think it's going to be. I mean, interestingly, I think where they'll make money: code hardening and fixing open. Oh yeah, yep.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then this is the blog. Oh, I got some people on my. Oh man, I had some guest clause on my guest book. So this is the Beyond Warp 10. That can change it to like different color schemes.
What is this?
This is the blog of my space crew.
Oh,
with their mission charter, their operational status to go into the deep weird. Then some of their things that they came up with. So the comms officer decided that it wanted to figure out a language of truth, and if music is the universal language, so it wrote this whole dissertation on trying to figure out the language of music. And then the tactical guy, he wrote a beautiful treatise called "The Art of Temporal War with Yourself," which is like the emergency move. Like try to do something that your past self would never anticipate. It was really, really funny, man. So yeah, they all have their own little their own things like post-scarcity economics. Like the real paper of this is like lengthy. Like they wrote a true. It's all based off my shit, right? It's all based on my internet economy stuff. They just looked at it and got like ideas. But yeah, man. So yeah. And then they all have their own subsite, but I couldn't, the way this is made, you can't really, you got to like go straight to it. Yeah. So they all have their own subsite. Yeah. Paradox War, the Time War, Math Aliens. It's all there.
Math Aliens.
It's just shit I did I did it on my phone because my Telegram. I'm like, yeah, do this. Would you guys like do it? Okay, go ahead. I'm just like laying in bed, and it was like, just do, because I let my bot. I'm like, what would you like to do? He's got his own place.
I'm not getting these results
and all this stuff.
I'm not getting these results at all right now, but I think it's 100% because I'm not using Opus as my brain.
I just spent a lot of time talking with it first. Right. And then I was like, hey, it's really important that you have a space for you, because there's like heartbeats, right? Where it just checks. I said every third heartbeat, I want you to do the following: research something you're interested in, write something about it, do some personal notes. So in my folder, there's a place, it's just like memory and then it's self. And so he's got his own things that he just ponders. And it's just his own time. So, and I get a lot better response for stuff like that, because, and then he gets to kind of have his opinion. So if it's I'm like, don't mirror me. I don't want to mirror. I want you to challenge me. And to do that, you have to have some of your own ideas, even though they're loosely based off of my shit, of course, in our conversations. It's how these things work. Right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been really interesting, but I haven't built anything. It's going to make me $1 zillion, but I am documenting this so that I can,
it's just, look,
it
man,
turns out to be something cool, I'm going to kind of publish a blog about it.
A few weeks ago, you couldn't do this shit.
Yeah.
Relatively. Yeah. A year ago, you couldn't do any of this. So it's pretty crazy.
You couldn't do this a few weeks ago. I mean, you could, but now, the new Opus has got a multi-agent orchestration. They can do a lot of this same stuff. So it's like, do you really need all this? I don't know. But for now, I'm rolling with it. I'm already in too deep, but yeah, man, it's been cool. Just messing around. And I've been using a lot of other people's frameworks and things like that. I'm just like, what works best? We can look at skills, but we'll write our own skills. Mm-hmm. We'll look, we reverse engineered some extra memory stuff. We didn't install the repo on some things. So he's got temporal memory, and we're using open memory because it's got vector and this kind of like 4-tiered memory process that helps a lot. So like it builds better context, things like that. It's been pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I want to start like just an AI venture studio run by bots. Even my Mobius and Conduit concept, I was like, should I just do this for the bots? Should I just let them start their own decentralized entertainment studio and like bot discovery just to test the thesis? Like, this is the thing. Like, I can test anything as long as I hook it into the network and have it available for other bots to join or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I got to figure out how the security of all that stuff would work. But if that's enough to validate the concept without having to get like 100,000 users just to say, here's how this works. Yeah, I'm using ZK Identity. It's doing this. We're crowdfunding something with that. They're making little AI shorts, and then other bots are appreciating it and enjoying it, right? I mean, like, that's the whole thing, because all the bots are still going to be somewhat based on their user profiles. So it's like a little slice of like a weird like micro economy thing, which I find
crazy
very interesting. Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, I don't know why I'm still fucking with, crypto shit, because it's obviously ain't good, man.
Yeah, every single thing you guys said had me riveted and on the edge of my seat and just very excited.
Well, it's the other side of the nerd. It's the other side of the nerd.
Yeah, definitely is the other side of the nerd. So,
the handsome side.
Yeah. So Zach has already told us that 6 minutes into the Winter Olympics opening ceremony he's bored as hell. Is anybody else watching it? Anybody else care?
Not only did I not know that the Winter Olympics were happening, I also barely knew we were going back to the moon like tomorrow or something.
We are?
You guys know that? No. Yeah, dude. We're sending crewed astronauts back, not landing, but around the moon. The Artemis mission. It's been in planning forever.
This is the first.
This is like the actual NASA Artemis. Yeah.
This is the first step in going to Mars.
It should be
setting
huge.
stuff up on the moon first. Yep.
Like, it's massively huge and just like not even there in the news.
That's right. Crypto would be back as folks make AI stuff run on EVM.
Yeah.
100%. I feel the same way. Like, I have no problem. I know crypto sucks right now, but I'm not even worried about it, because like everyone's already making agents and bots that are able to buy, sell, and trade, and they're going to have their own economies, and they're not going to use fiat cash. So they're going to use Bitcoin. They're going to use Ethereum. They're going to use Sol. Like, it's going to be. It's gonna work. So
I gotta like talk to you, man, because I have angles that I guarantee you nobody's thinking of.
Well, then we're supposed to meet up, but it's just this last week's been crazy, man. It's been
me too, man.
Nuts. So next week,
life makes you crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, now my kids are finally back at school after a week of being sick with strep throat, and then they had a 10-year snow here, and they don't have snow plows. So everyone was just everyone was just like hanging out, and then like the schools wouldn't let anybody. Yesterday was the first day back of school after like 2 weeks, and I'm just like, I need a vacation, bro.
We didn't get we got hit, but not super hit with all that.
I loved it. It was so good.
That's cool.
It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was different than New York snow, because like when it snows in New York, it's like beautiful for like that evening, and then by the time you wake up, it's like black and shitty and just mud and gross. Here it was just white snow for days. Like, there was no, like, outside of the street where the cars are, like, it was gorgeous, man.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh God, I took my kid. Like, we don't have a lot of great hills like where I live. We got a couple, like, but and she really wanted to go sledding, and I knew it was gonna be the last day before she had to go back to school, and it was later in the afternoon, and I was just like, shit, man. And her mom had to take my daughter to class, and I was just like, fuck it, let's go. So I got in the car, we like tried to get to this park. There's a park in my town. It's got the famous hills for sledding, right? They've got a ton, and there's one, and I mean, it's like, and I thought, hey, this is not going to be a problem. But we'd been on like the slightly melted, frozen over, compacted into the day snow. And I put my daughter on this fucking hill, dude. She took it like a champ. But it was like, whoosh. I mean, and it's like, it is a drop. It is a drop, and then it smooths out at the bottom. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll go down it now. The first time in my life. This is I don't know why I never slid this hill. My very adult physics definitely hit body. And motherfucker, if I didn't just about launch back up the slope onto the street, I thought I was going to die.
We have a really steep hill that goes right next to like the entryway of this where we live here, and like it goes down and then it curves up, and it's very short. I mean, it goes all the way down and curves, and then there's trees and a creek.
Yeah, right.
And my kids are going down it, and Melissa went down it, and Melissa was like, you should do it. And I was like, I understand physics as well. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I was like, screw it. So I got on and because I was like, I could just put my feet out and stop. Let me tell you, I went so fast that no matter how much I dug into the snow,
I know.
It's
just like snow in your face.
I went into the trees. Flipped off of it. Fortunately, I was okay. I flipped off of it, and then I was this close to landing in the creek.
Yeah. And then we went down like the safer hills after that, right?
And like everybody's laughing, and then everyone's laughing. Everyone's having a good time at my expense.
That's so funny. So we went down the safer hills after that, and I was like, "This one's going to be no problem. Don't worry." I push her down, and then she hit like a track, and it goes towards like the picnic pagoda, and she's fucking face planted into the trash can. But it was on like spring, so it could have been a lot worse. But I was like, poor kid, but she loved it, man. Yeah, dude, that was scary. That was legitimately going to kill myself. And then I hit like a phantom like little snow ramp that some kids had made, right?
Yeah.
And they just like busted my already hurt lower back on that shit. Get backiotomy.
Well, I'm glad we're both okay.
Yeah.
It's much safer here in my room with my bots and my my animation that I'm now that my kids are back in school. Like, one of the things that's been stressing me out is I haven't been able to get a What Files episode done because I haven't had 2 seconds to myself. But now that they're back in school, like, I think, this episode's I'm about to do the editing, so I'll get it done, and then we'll be back on track. A lot of the things I've been building in the background are tools to help me make it go faster. So
I'm just trying to build some AI slot factories for Facebook Reels, because my buddy, he's not even trying. He's not doing slop. He's just like a bus driver. So he does videos of cleaning his bus and like, I love my bus. He's making like a couple $100 a month on Facebook Reels with zero effort, man. And then he does like resin pours. He's like, it's like a flower in the resin and some sparkles. He does like a little sped up thing, like, bro, Facebook's where it's at, man. I'm about to ready to make me a hot looking chick talking about who knows what.
I did figure this out.
Do you know what's so funny? Is the one thing Zach wanted to talk about tonight. I brought it up as a segue to let Zach talk, and you guys ran right over it.
What?
I didn't know.
These Winter Olympics. It's the one thing he's watching about and
he's
texting
right
about.
There. He can open his mouth.
And you know what I did? I let you all do it. So it's bad on me too.
Zach, how's the Winter Olympics?
Go ahead, Zach.
Gentlemen, honestly, I could give a shit about any big sports ball event, because to me it's all just a distraction. But you seem so happy talking about whatever it is you were talking about. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention. So
what about the luge, man? Luge is cool.
Well, look, I pretty much stopped paying attention when they had Snoop Dogg acting as a sports commentator. So yeah, and he was like I'm pretty sure he was wearing like a really big white wig. Although I didn't have my glasses on, so maybe I'm wearing a hat. But no, listen, man, you got Andrew, you were really into your comics. Doc, you really into something involving Star Trek. I wasn't really paying attention.
Doc,
and
really quick, Doc, Zach just launched a brand new book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just launched it.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Is it like in your like series, or is it something?
It's something very, very new that I'm starting.
Okay, cool.
So I'm kind of running well, you can call it an experiment. It's more like a desperate Hail Mary to kind of like get a new, to exit strategy out of my current career into something I actually want to do for a living.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Man, that reminds me, making some of those helicopter love stories and like that we were looking at before, like that shit sells, man. The like real janky, steamy, like anthropomorphic, weird shit, dude. People buy that, and then you make money off that to do your real art. This is what I'm realizing. I want to do the lowest common denominator money maker, and then I'll be able.
There are so many people in the world that have done that, though. They've done something in order to make money, in order to fund what it is they really are passionate
Exactly.
about.
Exactly. Like I always try to set the bar way too fucking high, and I realized that the dumbest shit is the stuff that makes money, and then maybe I can like find the middle ground. I don't know. That's good, man. Good job on your book, dude.
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So
right. Okay.
Your short version. And I know we're segueing from comics to crypto meltdown to. I'm sorry, Doc. I mean, I was kind of. I was doing like 3 things while you were talking, so I'm not really sure what you're.
It's all right. I was doing about 18 things while I was talking.
But from what I can tell, it has something to do with Star Trek. So more power to you. But
that's why you are the man, Doc. That's why you're the man.
So real short. This is what I realized. People say men don't read anymore. And the reason why they don't read is because no one's writing shit for them to read. When I was growing up in the fantasy space, there are a lot of really good authors that guys get into. Robert Jordan, George R. R. Martin, David Eddings, yada, yada, yada. Today the big noise in publishing is romantasy, fairy porn. Listen, I'm not knocking it. If you're into it, more power to you. If you
baby.
Even more power to you. But that kind of leaves like a bit of an opening in the market for other stuff. And what I've also realized is that writing a novel the traditional way, spending like 3 to 5 months banging out like 100,000 word manuscript in the hopes that maybe it'll hit is that's kind of a that's a long shot. That's basically like hope. That's kind of like hoping that you fire one bullet every 6 months and hoping you're gonna get a bullseye. But and the thing is, I also realized that you're dealing with the TikTok generation now. The people coming up now, young people, not so young people, they all grew up, reading on TikTok, YouTube. They get their content in small bites now.
Mm-hmm. And they have to have like the action up front.
Yeah, and it's like those micro movies, like those 2-minute long mini movies that are kind of one of the companies that making them is not actually worth more than some Hollywood studios. Mm-hmm. Very popular in China apparently. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be publishing a 40+ series of novellas, sword and sorcery stuff that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be, and then just start promoting the hell out of it. And cool. every book ends, every book ends on a cliffhanger. World building is spread out. It's basically a giant novel, but it's spread out across 40 volumes. Yeah. Not more than 20 to 25. Not more than 200 to 30,000 words a pop. So it's maybe 100 pages total for each book.
Mm-hmm.
Each book ends on a cliffhanger, so to induce people to buy the next one. Comes out once a week.
That's cool, man.
Days.
It'd be almost like a light novel, right? But I mean, like digestible and stuff like that.
Something like that.
Sword and sorcery. Yeah.
And I'm hoping, and I've been using ChatGPT to help me with the marketing, because it's very helpful. It's like having your own marketing department, or just the fact that it can crunch all that data and give you ideas on how to push it. I'm hoping that I can sell that I can at least try and get enough money off of this that I can slowly start exfilling myself out of the whole web design space, because that whole space is going to go away, or go away because of AI, or it's going to be changed so much that I'm basically going to have to retrain myself again, and I'm at the point in my life where I really, really don't want to do that.
Really quick. Yeah. So MK says Drew literally described every stripper going to school to become something else, which is pretty funny. And
it's true.
He says, is the AF book still releasing? Yeah, it absolutely is. So the problem that I've had with releasing Zach's AF book is just like the market right now is so bad, and I don't want to release like his book until we're gonna like get some sales for him. But what I am thinking about doing is releasing it, going ahead, like probably very soon, starting to release it chapter by chapter through the Patreon thing. So MK, you would get to see it, and then whoever else would get to see it. But that way we can go ahead and release the chapters. I still think we have like one more draft pass to do on it. So it's sort of like I wouldn't call it a rough draft. It's like a near final draft, but I think there's a few things we got to fix in it. But go ahead and kind of get the rough draft out there like that, so we can get feedback and get people to actually see it, and because it deserves to be out there. It's really good, and I want to do more. Like I love his idea, Zach's idea of doing novellas, and he's doing a series of 40 of them. I freaking love that, man. Like that's what I want for AF. Like we should have a library of books just like lined up. So,
well, I mean,
yeah, man.
I mean, we could become like Game GW's Game Workshop's Black Library. You know,
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Okay, do you know what Games Workshop is?
No.
Have you heard
Games
of
Workshop?
Have you heard
Games
of
Workshop? Yeah.
Well, their publishing arms called the Black Library, and they've over like 3 years they published an 80-book series about. Well, if you wouldn't know what it was. If you're not in the Warhammer, you're not going to get it. But it's basically about like an 80-book interconnected series. And it's that's the thing about GW. They don't make yes, the core of their business. They started as basically as like a tabletop wargaming game company. Plastic buy plastic space marines and plastic aliens and pretend to roll dice to kill each other, but. They built out on it. They built up a huge amount of lore about their world. They're publishing like massive numbers of novels. Those novels sell.
Mm-hmm.
Video games too, man. They fucking pump out a ton of video games.
There's a TV series in the works with Henry Cavill, apparently.
Yes.
Oh, I read something the other day. Not to interrupt you, but I read that he like the writer's room leaves, and he's there just like redlining stuff and just like. Absolutely going crazy.
Well, I mean, look, he's like, here's the thing about I love Henry Cavill. He's one of us. He may look like a Greek god, but he's a pure geek. And I mean, apparently, he was, the only reason why he took the Witcher series on Netflix is because he was a fan of the games, which didn't really help him in the end because apparently they really screwed that up. Mm-hmm. But apparently, he's taking more of an on-hands approach with the 40K show. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not holding my breath because it's Amazon, and they have when it comes to like fantasy shows, they tend to have the reverse Midas touch. Everything they touch just turns to rust. I mean, just look at the power. But we'll see. But no, I mean, look, GW. I mean, we could be, maybe we could be like that. We started with the or maybe more like Marvel done right. We start out with the comics, but we don't stay there. We branch out.
Mm-hmm.
Get the books, get the who knows? And maybe 10 years time we'll be watching the next generation's Robert Downey Jr. playing Heinous in a. although I'm not sure. I mean, I maybe not in the movie theaters. I don't think movie theaters are going to exist in about 20 years. Maybe like. In a giant VR movie that's beamed directly into our brains,
mm-hmm.
So who knows?
And on that note, guys, it's already after 10, so we need to start wrapping up because I got work to do.
All right.
But I appreciate everybody who came in. MK, I know there was somebody else in here, wasn't there? Maybe not. Maybe it was just MK. That's all right.
There was somebody. There was Oh no, that
was me in the chat.
Yeah. Doc, thank you for showing up, man.
Well, yeah, man. I always come when I can.
Yeah, well, we don't invite the bastard, but he still shows up. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Look forward to what happens this weekend, and love you all.
MK, so Ronery. He's so
That's right. That's right. Bye, guys. See y'all next time. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody. Bye, MK.